Alright, in this video I am going to share with you 6 tips and tricks on how to get money easy. Tip number 1, start an online savings account. Now this doesn't mean a savings account at your local bank. An online account will give you a lot better interest rates than your normal bank down the road. And the online savings account is a little bit more tricky to get your money back out because you have to remember this is a savings account. This isn't you're putting money in just for a week later you get 10-20 bucks back out to go out with friends. This is money you're saving up for a new vehicle, a house, books for this coming semester, emergency funds. This is money that you want to keep off to the side for the special purchases that you want to make. So for the savings account to really work well, you have to put 10% of your paycheck into the savings account. So say you get paid $100, you put in $10. You get paid $500, you put in $50. If you get paid $1,000, you put in $100. Now this can really add up quick if you get paid bi-weekly and you're putting $100 in, that's $200 a month. After a year of savings, that's $2,400 a month. Now this is a really good down payment on a car. You could purchase an old car. You can buy your textbooks for the next couple of semesters. With your savings account, you want to keep around $1,000 in there at all times. Now this is emergency funds. So say your car broke down on the side of the road, you need a new car, or you need to fix your car. Now you have $1,000 for parts and labor. Now $1,000 isn't really a lot of money, and if you have emergency, you'll find this money can be used up very, very quick. So if you can save up more than $1,000 for cushion, but at least have $1,000. That just provides a little bit of cushion of emergency funding in case you absolutely have to use it. Alright, tip number 2, set a spending limit. Now you need to set a spending limit, and this will change for everyone. What I do for my spending limit, I put in any of my extra money for like going out to eat, going out with friends. If I'm at the gas station and I want a pop or soda, then I can buy that out of this fund. Now I also wrap that money in with my groceries. So if I go out to eat, then that's taking away money from my groceries because you're still getting food. So this way, if I'm on the road a lot for a week, then the spending money that I'm spending is also my groceries. That means when I come home, I'm gonna have less food. So I need to just be careful. In your first week or two, you might spend too much of this money at a time, but after a while, you'll start saving it up. And you'll actually find you normally have some money left over after each period. So that means if I save up, or if I have $100 for 1 week and I spend $50 on groceries and the other $50 I don't spend, then the next week I have $150. So say it happens again, I spend $50 on grocery, nothing else. Then now I have $100 rolling over. So now I have $200. Now this money can really add up quick, and then with that $100 I could go buy a new pair of shoes, I could go buy a phone case or something else that I want. This is just spending money that can go towards anything you want. Tip number 3, only use cash for your spending money. So carry cash with you, because this money is easier to keep track of than like a credit card, because the credit card you can keep swiping and swiping and you're like, I know how much I'm spending, but then you look at your credit card bill and it's $200. Your spending limit was only $100. You well went over, and now this is less money going into your savings account and less money that you have to do what you really want to do. Tip number 4, only use credit cards for bills. So have all your bills go to a credit card. It's a lot easier than having it go directly to your bank account. And then that just provides a little protection, so in case you buy something from a website and it puts a virus on it, they are not going to drain your bank account. And most credit cards have somewhat of a protection program in case of fraud, so this can help protect you and your money. Alright, tip number 5. It also goes with tip number 4. When looking for a credit card to build up your credit so that you can get a house loan, you can get a car loan, you'll have lower interest rates if your credit is much higher and good. And that's also why you only want to pay your bills with your credit card. You don't want to spend a lot of money, because if you owe money and you miss a payment, that's going to really screw up your credit, and then you're going to have higher interest rates. Now, while looking for a card, you really want to find a card with rewards. So I know like some will give you points towards flying, will give you points towards like Amazon purchases. Some will give you straight money back. Now that's probably the best way to go, is look for a credit card where a certain percentage of your purchases will come back to you as money. Now you can either use this money as statement credit, or you can take that money and put it into your savings account. Now, I would recommend putting this money straight into your savings account. So say you get 5% back, then that's $5 out of 100. So now you have an extra $5 going into your savings account. Now $5 isn't huge, but $5 can add up quick. So at the end of the year, you can have $60 more into your savings account that you wouldn't have had before. Trick number 6, go out less, stay in more. Now, who wants to stay in on a Friday night? But really, if you stay in on a Friday night, you go out, buy a beer, you're gonna pay $2 to $3 for a beer or more, when you could go get a case for $12. And then you and your friends can stay at your place, at their place. You can drink, you can order food far cheaper than eating out. Now at first this might not sound like as much fun, but just think about it. You don't have to find someone to drive you back. You don't have to drive back after a late night out. You're already home. They can sleep on your couch, you can have an extra bed or something like that, and wake up in the morning and you're in your own home, you're comfortable. And after a while, you actually like it far more than going out. It's a lot nicer, and you don't have to worry because you're already home.